Alright, heading to the state police to file a complaint. Civil rights. Employees only. Yeah, I thought it was locked. There's the state police up here
Yes, they're down the hallway
on the left.
Yeah, it looks closed, but I believe people should, the staff should come out to you once you're sitting down.
Okay, I got a question. You guys are the Civil Rights Commission?
Mm-hmm.
So is this where somebody would come if their civil rights are violated?
Yeah, so we have 5 enforcement areas, which are education, housing, public accommodation, credit, and employment.
Okay. Yeah, mine doesn't fall under any of that. Mine's more of a First Amendment civil rights violation. Several that were committed by officers.
I see. So I do know that the Attorney General has the jurisdiction to take complaints against the police.
Okay.
If you'd like, I can give you their contact info.
Yeah, that'd work. I appreciate that. I just came up here and happened to see civil rights. I was like, oh, well, I'm having an issue right along those lines, but nothing in those areas that you stated. I don't see how you stay awake here. So quiet.
We get some traction sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, with these lights off, which I can appreciate that, trying to save some money, but it just gives that nap time atmosphere.
It usually turns on when people walk through.
Yeah. Oh, is the attorney actually in this building or no?
So they're actually across from here, so they're in the South Government Building.
Okay. I never knew there was so much government stuff, just in this area right here, this whole area. These are buildings I've never been in. All right, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
You have a good one. Yep. How you doing? Do you work in this office?
Yes, how can I help you?
Well, by that authorized personnel, I guess I'm not allowed in there, but,
Okay.
I was trying to file a complaint with the state police.
Okay, unfortunately, you can't go through here,
Yeah.
but if you go down to the main floor
Okay.
and then go to the
The other
elevators and come back up to 3, and then there's the secretary's right
So
there.
go through the,
Yeah. go
past
down.
the security checkpoint and through
Yes.
those doors?
Yes,
Okay.
and there's another set of elevators, take it up to 3,
Okay.
and it's right there.
All right, yeah, that lady downstairs at the security
Same.
checkpoint, she's like, come here first, but you may have to go over here. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank
The
you.
doors are that close, so it's,
All right, yeah, I figured that when I saw that authorized personnel only, I was like, well, this ain't the place.
yeah, that's it.
Have a good one. Hey, phone. How you doing? I'm all right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thirteen floors. Boardroom.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, can I help you?
Yeah, could I get an officer complaint form?
Well, shoot, I don't know if we even have any. Let me see.
Or if I could just jot it down on a piece of paper and it get forwarded to whoever it needs to go to? I don't know if
Yeah,
you
I
guys.
can probably do that. Hey Kathy, are there any officers available? A gentleman up here, he wants to fill out a complaint, but I don't think we have such a thing as a complaint form. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, yeah, she'll just send an officer out.
All right, appreciate that. You guys got precincts all over the state, don't you?
Well, Indiana State Police, yeah, we have districts,
Yeah.
yeah. Different than like IMPD.
You guys do their districts like them? I mean, you have a north, south, east, and west, or?
Yeah, cause we have, like, our main Indianapolis district is District 52 off of Post Road. And then, there might be one in Bloomington or just different, I have a listing.
Yeah, I'd like to have a
Yeah.
listing.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, how you doing?
Good.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, Shay Williford and 7712.
Okay, the reason why I'm here is I was across the street at the Supreme Court building yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and you know, just like this, they got hallways where you go into an office, right?
Mhm.
And I was still in the public lobby, and so the ladies that worked in the office, they called one of the troopers up to the office
Mhm.
because I was in there recording.
Okay.
So the state trooper comes up there, and he tells me, I mean, the whole building is public. The funny thing is in that building, there's a statue of Carson, and above that statue, it says, all public buildings have all public employees, it's all public space, blah, blah, blah. So when the trooper shows up, like this doorway right here, he tells me once I cross that doorway, all of a sudden it becomes private property. And I said, it's not private property. It's a public building. There's no private property in a public building.
Okay.
There's restricted areas, like you guys have that, which clearly says restricted area, authorized personnel only. And so, you know, that's a nice building over there. And so there was a doorway like this, okay? No doors or nothing on it. And so I walked back to that doorway, and these ladies are freaking out, telling me I can't be back there, blah, blah, blah. So the trooper, we have a conversation, we kind of get into it a little bit. So he unlawfully trespassed me from a public office under the threat of arrest, which is a civil rights violation under the color of law. So I'm here to file a complaint on that officer.
You have his name?
Yep, I got his name and his badge number.
Alright. You have ID on you?
Well, I'm gonna do it anonymously.
You're gonna do what anonymously?
I'm gonna file the complaint anonymously. But what I need is whoever's gonna review the complaint, I'm gonna need their Gmail so I can send them the recorded footage of the interaction that happened.
Yeah, we don't have Gmail, but
Or email or whatever.
What's that?
Email, Gmail, however I can get it to you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
What's the officer's name?
Beman, X. I got it written down. And the whole thing is he tried to say disorderly conduct, this and that. The whole thing is I didn't interact with anybody. Anybody that I ever talked to, they were talking to me. I didn't bother anybody.
Let me, we should have a form that you can go to online and actually do it electronically, and it actually kind of streamlines everything.
Yeah, I understand that, but I prefer to do it all in person. That way I can get a copy of it and a date stamp copy of it, and then I can keep it because honestly, I've got a lot of complaints and a lot of stuff I got to get back to. So I try to keep all the paperwork so I have everything to keep it refreshed in my memory and not having to go through Gmail all the time.
Okay. Do you have an email address that I can send it to you?
Well, I do, but I'd prefer to write it in person and then get a copy of it back, a dated
I
copy.
guess I'm trying to figure out how you're gonna turn it in.
Well, I mean,
you want the Gmail address. If you want to turn it in,
well, yeah, I figured whoever does. I mean, I don't know if the chief is going to do the review
well, I
of
don't
it.
know who's gonna do it. That's why I'm needing
Yeah,
your
exactly,
information so
yeah.
we can send it to you, and then you can send it back to us.
Well, I guess let me get
So I have the form right here. I can email you right now, and then you can fill it out and send it in.
Yeah, I understand. But I mean,
To print it from my computer?
yeah, I mean, I'd prefer to have it all in paperwork because since he doesn't know who's going to get the complaint, I'd like to do an Apra request, Freedom of Information request, and then fill that out, and then and then on both, I'll put my Gmail on both, and then whoever needs to review the footage, they can contact me through Gmail,
Okay.
and then I can send them the footage.
I'm send you the email,
Okay.
or I'm gonna write down the email for you, and you can send whatever you want in the email.
I mean, here's what we can do. You can write down. I've actually got the video's actually posted online.
Well, this will go to the division that it needs to go to,
Okay.
and that way it goes direct, and we skip any hoops of trying to get your email. And if you want to email it, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, but he trespassed me out of. And then he told me if I go into any other public offices, that I'd be arrested. So I left that office under the threat of arrest.
Okay.
And I explained to him that it's a, civil rights violation, dereliction of duty. Because instead of him, supporting these ladies' idea or them wanting me out of the office, I told him he should have explained to him that, it's a public area. I have every right to record in there. I wasn't bothering the ladies.
Okay. So this is my card.
Okay.
And then this is the email address. It just says ISP Internal Investigations. Read my handwriting. ISP Internal Investigations at isp.in.gov.
All right. I appreciate it.
Send it directly to there, whatever you want.
All right. Yeah, I got some horrible handwriting too.
All right.
So can I still get the forms, the Apra request form, and
That's how you do it. I don't have a form. That's what I'm saying. That it says directly to what you need to, and they will be in contact with you for your next steps.
yeah, I mean there should still be a should be an Apra request form.
But
Like out here, you guys should have like a.
right here it says when and where may I make a complaint. This is on our direct state police website, and that's the email address that I gave you.
Yeah, but if you pull up the Apra law, then the Apra law states that I can do it by email or in person.
Do you want to handwrite?
Yeah, I can. If you just give me a couple pieces of paper, I can just jot everything down. I can turn it into her. I mean, you'll be able to
Alrighty.
make copies of it and give me a copy back, a date stamp copy back.
Yeah, you write it out. I'll make a copy of it for you.
All right.
If you wanna write on there, that's fine.
All right, I appreciate it.
With that being said, are you putting your name and your information on there so somebody can get a hold of you?
Well, there's gonna you can contact me through my Gmail. I'll have my Gmail in here.
Oh, you'll put your Gmail on
Yeah,
there?
I have my Gmail in here.
Okay.
You guys can.
Yeah.
We can.
Because if you're going to make a complaint, we need to be able to contact you to follow up on it.
Yeah, I understand. I'm sure you guys are gonna want some kind of proof of evidence too. So, like I said, I've got the evidence.
Okay.
I mean, it's all edited. So,
You're more than right with it, whatever you'd like.
all right, thank you.
There you go.
Oh, is that the form?
Official form for you.
All right. That'll work. Appreciate that, man.
Thank you. I don't think it should have my
Okay.
number on there, and nothing else has been filed, so.
Thank you.
it
I'll
should
be
be
talking
good
and-
for a week. I gave her the vacation there.
Thank you.
See ya.
Well, thanks for coming, Catherine. I couldn't get a hold of Lieutenant McLaughlin.
Oh, you're fine. No problem.
Well, it says about 3 o'clock.
Indiana State Police, how may I direct your call?
You think your handwriting's bad? Wait till you get a load of mine.
Alright,
alright.
okay, since it's regarding expungement, would you rather have legal or would you like both numbers? For the records and the legal? Okay, now the records number is 317, 234-3095. Now, if you do call that number and you go to voicemail, just call them back, that means they're with another customer. Also legal, and they're open, normally I think the girls leave at 3:30. Their number's 317-234-4427. And they should be able to, let you know about expungements. Alright? You're welcome, bye.
Felt like I was writing a novel or something.
All right. Can you write my information on here and I'll make a copy for you?
All right, appreciate that. Are you just a trooper, or are you a lieutenant, captain, or
Captain.
captain?
Mm-hmm.
I figured you had some rank too, the way you conduct yourself.
Appreciate it.
No, the citizens need good officers like you.
For the location here, you have an approximate time, and then you want to put the Capitol building. What did it happen at the Capitol building?
Yeah,
or-
where the Supreme Court is.
yeah.
So you just want to put Supreme Court building or
Yeah, put Capitol building.
Capitol building? Okay.
Mhm. You know about what time it happened?
Yeah, it's about. I put the timer here. It was about 3 p.m. I know when
That one is. This is me. What time I'm receiving it? So
Oh,
I'm at
okay.
that's
Oh, I got you.
3:28. That's today.
Okay.
This is when it happened. That second line.
All right. Okay, so this is where I'm supposed to put the employees stuff at right here?
Yeah. So did you write? You wrote it all on.
I mean, yeah, everything's on everything. I mean, it's even right here. It's Trooper Beeman, badge number x63, but I can put it right here.
Okay.
Here, I'll finish it out.
Yep,
I'm
no-
sorry
no
about
problem.
that.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I'm spelling his name right, but
It's fine.
I got his badge number.
Just whatever you know, and we'll take it from there.
You want me to just put the time right here? I mean, I know one incident was
About
at,
what time it happened right here.
yeah, it's one was probably about 2:30, but I mean, it was two interactions.
Okay.
I know for sure one was at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
That was the second incident.
Got it. Just wanted to give us something to work with.
And the second is where he actually trespassed me under the threat of arrest from the room,
Okay.
and then told me if I went into any other room, if somebody told me to leave, I had to leave or I'd be arrested.
Got
So,
it. So this is your email is
Yeah, but-
mazley.
yeah, 38@gmail.com.
All right, and you don't want to put your name down here?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Let me go make a copy of this real quick.
All right, appreciate it. So you know that breathalyzer machine right there?
That looks like an old one.
I'm assuming that was probably used at the police station and not carried around with the officers.
I guess. I'm kinda, I don't know, that stuff is so old that some of it I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I
Even though
got
I work here, but, yep, that looks like an oldie, huh?
yeah, that's definitely an oldie. I thought, I mean, at first, you know, I thought it might have been an old lie detector machine or something, but
Yeah, I know, it's pretty ancient looking, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, all
Then
that
they have
stuff's
the
pretty old.
mask over there, I think that's Dillinger.
Yeah, I used to work at a place called Santa Rosa
Where's that at?
over there on
Texas? Oh, it
it's
almost sounds like a Texas name.
yeah, but in their building, what they did is they do a lot of work for the state. So like the floors and the wall base and all that stuff, well, we made all that inside the warehouse. But John Dillinger used to tie his horse up in one of those rooms in that building. And they still had it, the area where he tied his horse to, and they left it all original. So that's interesting
Yeah.
that John Dillinger, I guess it's a big thing in Indiana.
Yeah.
Alright, scan this, I'll get a hold of his supervisor, and, we'll get you contacted.
I mean, I tried to explain it to him, and I mean, the thing is there was another trooper that's with him. I didn't even ask that trooper for his name, but we ended up walking and talking, and I tried to explain it to him too, that in a public building, I mean, if the area's restricted, it's gotta be marked restricted. And nothing was
So
ever
was it
marked.
the Supreme Court you were trying to go into, or just
No,
in the building?
The guy at the Supreme Court, he actually let me walk into the Supreme Court room
Okay,
and record the room. So everything was great till I got to the third floor. When I got to the third floor, there was a couple of older black ladies working in a room.
okay,
And I mean, I just went in, and the lady's like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I told them I'm just taking a tour of the building, doing a story on the building. And the one lady's immediately, "Well, you can't be recording in here." And we kind of had a little talk back and forth. Then that's when the trooper showed up, and then he just supported what she wanted done, and not what lawfully should have been done.
okay,
So
alright,
I appreciate you, Captain.
hey, take care,
Yep. Stay safe out there. We need good officers.
appreciate it.
Oh, man. Thank you too. I appreciate your help. And do you have that list of the police?
Oh, well, I only have my own listing.
Oh,
of
okay. Yeah, that's
districts.
fine. I can look it up online.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Fall in the line of duty. State Police Boardroom. All right, got my complaint file. Hopefully they train them. Serve and protect. Pretty much good, I think. That was so blurry. Blurry. Directory.